Have you ever really stopped to think about what's inside that moisturizer you use every morning, or your toothpaste? Beyond all the fancy marketing and the nice packaging, there's this whole world of incredible science at work. So today, we're going to open up the bathroom cabinet and uncover the secret chemistry and biology behind the products we all use every single day. And it really all starts with one simple question.
So, when I say the word cosmetics, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Just take a second.
I bet it's stuff like this, right? Makeup, lipstick, maybe some of those expensive anti-aging creams. And look, you're not wrong, but that is only a tiny, tiny piece of the puzzle.
The reality is, the definition of cosmetics is way, way broader. We're talking about your shampoo, your deodorant, even your toothpaste. This is the science that's behind pretty much every single personal care product you use from the moment you wake up. The word itself actually comes from the Greek cosmetikos, which means skill in adornment, and the modern definition is huge. It's the art and the science of beautifying or decorating the human body. So that includes everything from cleansing and protecting to enhancing your features.
And if you just look at the global market, you can see how big that definition really is. We might think of makeup first, but the real giant in the room, it's skincare. That makes up about a third of all sales. It just goes to show you, the industry is just as much about health and taking care of yourself as it is about appearance.
So to really understand how all these products work, we first have to understand the canvas they're working on. Let's talk about your skin. But I don't want you to think of it as just a simple surface. It's way more complex. It's a living, breathing ecosystem.
Seriously, try to picture your skin not as a wall, but as a bustling mini city. It is home to trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes that make up what's called your skin microbiome. These little guys are absolutely essential. They fight off bad germs, they help regulate your immune system, and they even help you heal.
And this new way of thinking is actually changing how we classify skin. For years, the gold standard was something called the Fitzpatrick scale, which really only cares about one thing, how your skin reacts to the sun. But now, we're seeing newer systems like the Bauman system, which is way more detailed. It identifies 16 different skin types based on things like oiliness and sensitivity, which means you can get a truly personalized care routine. You could even figure it out yourself.
Okay, so now that we get the ecosystem that these products are working on, let's actually go inside the bottle. We're going to take a look at the really clever chemistry that makes everything from your face wash to your lotion actually do its job. Okay, you need to meet the unsung heroes of your entire bathroom, surfactants. These are these incredible little molecules that have a total split personality. One end of the molecule absolutely loves oil, and the other end loves water. This genius structure lets them grab onto all the dirt and oil on your skin and then, poof, rinse away cleanly with water. They are literally the reason your shampoo foams and your cleanser, well, cleans.
And when it comes to a good moisturizer, it's all about teamwork. You can't just have one star ingredient. First, you need humectants. Think of these as magnets that pull moisture into the skin. Then you need occlusives to come in and form a barrier to lock all that moisture in so it doesn't escape. And finally, you have emollients, which soften and smooth the surface. A really great moisturizer needs all three of these guys working together.
All right, brace yourself for a slightly scary number. 1%. Starting around age 20, that is how much collagen, the protein that keeps our skin looking firm and plump, that's how much you lose every single year.
But cosmetic science has a pretty powerful toolkit to fight back. You can think of antioxidants as your skin's personal bodyguards, protecting you from all the environmental junk. Retinoids are the heavy hitters. They're proven to actually boost collagen production. Peptides are like little coaches, telling your skin cells to get to work and repair themselves. And of course, you've got our superstar hydrator, hyaluronic acid.
So we've got all this great science, but how does it actually apply in the real world? Let's connect these ideas to some of the most common skin and hair issues that, let's be honest, most of us have dealt with.
Acne, right? It feels like it just pops up overnight, but it's really a 4-step process. First, your skin just starts producing too much oil, or sebum. Then, that extra oil mixes with dead skin cells and blocks up a pore. Well, this creates the perfect little home for a common skin bacteria called C. acnes to move in and multiply. The final step is your body's own immune response, which causes that redness and swelling we all know.
And what about conditions like eczema and psoriasis? I know they can sometimes look similar, but the root causes are actually totally different. Eczema usually starts with a weak or damaged skin barrier, which makes it really vulnerable to irritants.
Psoriasis, on the other hand, is an autoimmune thing, where the body's own immune system basically goes into overdrive and tells skin cells to grow way, way too fast.
And the culprit behind dandruff? It's this little guy, Malassezia globosa. It's a fungus that lives on pretty much everyone's scalp. It's totally normal. But for about half of us, it starts to multiply too much, it breaks down the natural oils on our scalp, and it creates these byproducts that irritate the skin, which leads to all that inflammation and flaking we call dandruff.
Now, this science is evolving all the time. So, for our final section, let's take a peek at where all of this is going, because the future of personal care is being shaped by technology in some really wild ways.
I mean, technology is a complete game changer here. Powerful AI can now analyze a selfie of your skin and recommend the absolute perfect products for you. Augmented reality lets you virtually try on 100 different shades of lipstick right from your couch. There are even tools now that can track changes in your skin over time with a level of precision that used to be impossible outside of a lab.
And this isn't just about cool new gadgets either. It is a fundamental shift in the entire industry. As one analysis puts it, the whole industry is transforming by blending technology with psychology and marketing to create products that are more personal and more effective than we've ever seen before.
Which leaves us with a really fascinating question for the future, right? As science gives us the power to create these perfectly personalized routines, does beauty just become a precise formula that we have to follow? Or does all this new technology just give us a bigger, better toolbox for our own creativity and self-expression? It's something to think about next time you reach into your bathroom cabinet.